what's going on? So, yeah, I was all excited to do this unboxing and tell you why I bought this truck and why you should get one. And I went to pull up the specs on the RC4wd website and it's no longer there. Now, I just bought this last week directly from RC4wd. This is the Terrain RTR truck, and they apparently have quit selling it now. It's still available through a lot of the big hobby shops online. I saw A-Main and places like that still have them in stock. But yeah, I guess discontinued now. I searched for it, went to the product page, and it said product no longer available. If I had to guess a reason, I would say because it's too good a deal. And I'll show you why once we get this thing opened up. Alright, so with this, it's RTR, and all the new RTR trucks from RC4wd come with battery and a charger. Just a basic stick pack, 3000 milliamp, which is actually pretty good. I'd still use that a lot on all my rigs. I don't run LiPo on any of my stuff because I don't drive for hours and hours and hours, so I don't need the added drive time, but I'm sure it's nice. But it has a little basic wall charger. Probably will never use that, but you know. Comes with batteries for the remote control even. 4AA. We've got the RC4wd 3-channel just basic radio. I've had experiences with these before. They're lightweight and, you know, kind of cheapo, but they work. And the third channel is 3-position, so your winch can go in, off, or out, which is very handy because my fancy Spectrum 3-channel radio, it is only an off or on third channel. It doesn't have the third position. We got our instruction book. It's already assembled. We have straps for the battery in that. I'll get this stuff out of the way. This is a deal. This is only $379, and I think through most of like the main hobby retailers, it's free shipping. And here's why. This thing, we've got the Lexan body, and it's pretty cool. I think they sell these for $50. It came on that killer crawler, the quarter scale big giant monster that they sold. Lots of chrome detail. Looks like a Ford Super Duty of sorts. Chrome toolbox. It's a neat body for Lexan, and it fits the chassis really well. But this is a deal because underneath that, this is a Jalon 2 D110 chassis. This is the long wheelbase Jalon frame, that the D110. I've had a D110 before. I've got videos on it. It was old green and dirty. But this is a proven platform. It's slightly different. It's got different ends because of the bumper situation. This does not have scale bumpers and all that, but it can easily be swapped out. This front frame horn will accept any kind of Jalon 2 bumper mount. The rear is different slightly, but it'll accept bumper mount as well, just not the Jalon 2 style. The Jalon 2 has 2 screws, top and bottom, but it's the basic layout of the frame. It's the same situation. It's got the carrier bearing, it's got the single speed transmission, and then being RTR, we've got the new Outcry 2 ESC, which I love. I've put one of those in another build you'll see here before long, and it's a big improvement over the original Outcry ESCs. I think I have one somewhere. Actually, I think it's in the number 3 rat rod back there. It had an external BEC. This one has an internal BEC, and it's smaller and more compact, and fits really nice. So we've got, these are, I've never seen these style of body mounts. This is something kind of a afterthought. Bolts to the shock tower, works to mount Lexan, but we've got all these holes on the side where we could easily mount a hard body to it. What else do we got? We got the receiver in the receiver box, can't see it. Plastic normal drive shafts, but pretty durable stuff. I've had good luck with those. 35 turn motor, twister, high torque servo, the same old transfer case. It's in everything. But let's flip it over. So this is where I get excited because this has the new K44 cast axles. And these are very nice axles, much improved over the Yoda series of axles. The Jalon 2s all come with the Yoda 2 axle, which is one of my favorites. It's an improvement over the original Yoda axle. Has the removable diff covers and all that. But these are more like a Detroit or Dana style axle housing. Lots of scale detail on it, and the knuckles on the front are super tight. There is no slop in those knuckles at all. Very, very nice, good performing axle. This is the first time I've had a front one. I've only had the rear one for some right rod stuff, and it's fantastic. The knuckles on it are much more scale. Looks like a real Dana 60 or Dana 40. But yeah, we got a 3-link panhard front. We got a 4-link rear with long lower links, and we got plastic sliders. No big deal. They fit. We've got 1.9 wagon wheels, not just the plain old steel wheels, but they're the wagon style wheels on, what are these? Prowler XS. It's another part of their scale tire series. So they're not super duper gigantic tall tire. They're actually a more reasonable height. Even on a 1.9 wheel, they don't look too big. Yeah. This thing, it seems like a deal to me. I don't know, I may be crazy. For $379, you got to figure the Jalon 2 D110. You're getting the body set, I know. That's worth a lot. But now RC4wd sells the D110 chassis set, just the chassis, no body. And it costs as much as this. And this has the K44s. It has a motor, servo, radio, ESC. That's another 120, 130 bucks just off the website. So, I mean, you're already ahead. So I guess they're discontinued, but I would snatch one up just for parts. That's what I was thinking on this, but I've got some other ideas for other bodies for it. But we're going to play around with it and see what happens. It's got the, what do you call those? They're basic double spring shocks. I've had mixed results with those. They needed quite a bit of tuning. Even these are cranked all the way up. They're adjustable. The body's threaded and you can stiffen it up. But they already feel very stiff. But that was just with the Lexan body. It has absolutely no weight. Plus it's all brand new out of the box. It had to break in a little bit, soften the springs up. But yeah, I have made those shocks work for stuff, and it can be done. They're just out of the box. They're a little tense, a little stiff. Yeah. I mean, it's very similar. It's got a few upgrades. I mean, this is the newer version of chassis that actually has their logo on it. My D110 I had a long time ago was, it was like the first run. It was when it first came out, and there's a few little variances, but it's basically the same platform. Same suspension, same drivetrain setup, and same wheelbase. And that's another thing about this being linked front and rear, is we can adjust the wheelbase slightly if we need to. Say I find a crew cab F-150 body or something, we can make sure it fits nice and even. Or if we would decide to do a crew cab long bed, we could bring the rear end out even further. But I don't know what I'm going to do yet. So for now, I think we should just get the battery charged up, throw that Lexan fire flaming body on it, and get it outside and see what it does. Before we go drive it, I want to do a couple comparisons here. So here's the terrain frame next to the long wheelbase Trailfinder 2. So they're both about the same wheelbase. It's really just the difference between a leaf spring truck and a 4-link truck. Loop's Models on eBay, I think they're out of the Czech Republic, they have a crew cab version of this that you can buy. It's around 130, 140 bucks shipped, and it takes it a while to get over here to the United States, but that could be an option for this chassis. Just have to look at how to mount it, because I don't want to have body pins in the hood like it currently does. But yeah, just wanted to do that real quick. Body's cool. I wish it was a hard body. If that was this truck with the newer front end like this, the 2016-17 body style, crew cab, short bed, Super Duty, that would be a very popular hard body to have. But it's Lexan, so let's go see how this thing drives. Alright guys, so initial, I don't know how I feel about this. It's fast, it's got a lot of wheel speed. I let my friend Collin drive it. He is new to the crawling genre, and he was just all out wheel speed, and that's really what it took to overcome stuff. These tires and wheels are not big enough. The terrain we were crawling at was very, very large boulders and chunks and stuff like that, so it was really not the right area to test this type of crawler. More of a scale build, but it made it through, and it did outperform my Amigo, which is all leaf spring and all that. It's Trailfinder 2 short wheelbase. This being all linked suspension with 1.9s. The tires could have been bigger and it would have been a lot better. Collin put it through its paces. You can see there's not much left of the front bumper. It's pretty scratched up. I was hoping to resell this body before it got damaged, but you know, we had some fun, and pretty excited about how it all went. So it was a big day for me. Yeah, but overall I think it's going to be a very good platform to build off of, but I think we need more tire and of course more scale on the body. This body is noisy. It hit on the rocks, it rolled, it did everything that you could do to it happened to it today. It's all scuffed up and scratched up. The underside got a pretty good beating as well. The K44s are scratched up nicely. We got chips on the links and all that good stuff. But for a box stock truck, it did perform pretty well. I was happy with some of the stuff. Like again, I said it's a new area that I've never crawled at before. It's in a new residential area, and it had just they dumped rock, it had gravel, it had black dirt, it had red dirt, it had sand. Some of it was super soft, some of it was big chunks that just crumbled when you stepped on them. Some of it was like a shale granite type thing, it just shattered when you touched it. So it was a very challenging course. And like I said, this truck did pretty good for right out of the box, especially with a new driver. And you know, it's all there, it's all in one piece, still runs and drives. Surprisingly, the stock battery, the little stick pack that RC4 Drive sends with it, 3000 milliamp, still has juice on it. Yeah. So that was pretty surprising. It took about an hour, a little over an hour to charge that battery, and it held a great charge, plenty of power, never bogged down, never died. Probably could have drove another 30 minutes. I think we drove for pretty close to an hour. It was just too hot. It was 101 degrees today, so yeah, we didn't get to do it to the extent that I wanted to. I brought a couple other crawlers and things out, but it's just too hot. We had to retire to the pool and call it a day. So appreciate you guys watching, and big thanks to Collin for helping me drive these trucks, and I hope we can do some more scale stuff later. But if you guys follow along on Instagram and Facebook, it's RC Everyday. Keep it scale, and I will see y'all in the next video.